I'm one of those people that would not be standing here right now if it wasn't for Howard Lotsoff. I was blessed to take the sacrament of Ibogaine 8 years ago and interrupt a 20-year dependency on heroin, methadone, and cocaine. Within a year, I found myself at the offices of a Harm Reduction Coalition, sitting with Howard and Dana and Alan. And for those of us whose life has been transformed, just to be next to the man was very, very, very powerful. But to have a friendship that lasted these 8 years of my sobriety has been a real blessing. I've traveled the world with Howard and Norma. I've had a lot of fun with Howard and Norma. Howard was a funny guy. He had a strange, sweet sense of humor. I could go on talking about him for a long time. I was supposed to have a list of everything that people had sent to me, and it's in the car, Norma, but I will read it at the memorial at 9 Bleecker. But I was getting emails from around the world, from Cambodia, from Indonesia, from Israel, from Lebanon, from Europe, from Gabon, from Africa, expressing the love for this man. Howard, for me, my journey took me to Gabon, and I'm an initiate into the Bwiti faith. And Howard is an elder. Howard is a Nima, the one who initiates. He's an American Ganga. And when you lose an elder, the community really suffers. I've lost a father, someone who's guided me when I would be strong-headed and a bit crazy. I was preparing to go to a conference, and I was being a bit of a prima donna, and Howard called me up and said, "Why are you being a baby?" And no one can talk to me like that except for baby Howard. And I'm going to really miss that guidance. I'm going to miss hanging out with him. I was there last week. I can't tell the joke here. But we had a really good laugh, and I just thought I thought he would be around for at least a few more weeks. When I got the call on Sunday, I jumped in the cab, and I had missed him by 10 minutes. And what I noticed was Norma, because the way Howard was he took time with people. And he was so non-judgmental. I mean, I'm supposed to come from a harm reduction background, and if somebody is completely high on drugs and maybe nodding out, I might say, "Did you see him? He was tweaked out, or he was drunk." I never heard Howard. There could be someone sleeping in their soup. And Howard, it's not that he didn't notice, it's just that he really didn't judge it. And I'm not there yet, but that's just one of the many things. And I just noticed something that Norma did, which just reminded me of Howard and reminded me of both of you. She went to the man who was sharing the room with her, and she apologized for making noise after losing her companion for 45 years. And just like when we traveled, and they would stop and thank the people who cleaned the rooms in the hotels, the people at the desk, she stopped and she thanked the nurses. And then I watched her playing watching a 2-year-old play with a smile on her face. And I guess that really, when I was making the call for the cab, and that really gave me a lot of encouragement, because we got to keep on living. And if we can only do one thing and to lessen the suffering of others, if that's the measure of wealth, then Howard is a billionaire. He's lessened the suffering of so many people. And I'm going to miss that guide when my ego gets out of control and when I don't act in my higher good. So I want to say, Base Papa Howard, Bukai.